up, guys? Janicki back here with another ridiculous intro. We're not going to use those for the workout. That's just for the intro. So what we're going to do today is a couple more arm variants. I'm going to use a mixture of resistance bands and dumbbells to kind of push the intensity up a little bit. So hope you guys like the workout. All right, guys, first variant. We did invest in a bench, which I'm very excited about. So what I have is one dumbbell. I wrapped it around the bottom of the bench. What I'm going to do is overhead variant with this extra band. So it's a mixture of bands and weights. So we're going to do, come in, good arched back. We're going to come way behind, get a huge stretch, up, and get a hold at the top. So we're going to come all the way up and hold. The reason for that, the band becomes the strongest at the top of the rep when you're going to be hitting your tricep the hardest. So stretch, always open up the muscle you're working. So I always get a huge stretch through here, up, and then I'm holding, 4 count hold, slow on the negative. Remember, always work on your cadence, guys. If you don't have a ton of weight, you shouldn't be throwing it around. So come up, hold, slow on the negative. I go for about 10, and then I'll speed them up for burnouts. Second variant we're gonna do, we have dumbbells. I've got a loop band underneath along the handles. So what I'm gonna do is come outside and up. So now we got a mixture of, again, bands and dumbbells. I'm gonna do super supinated curl. Supinated means palms up, really isolating the biceps. So super slow negative, up and squeeze to the top. Hold, again with that hold, really flexing when the bands are stretched the longest and the resistance is the most. So here, get that big hold, slow on the negative. Big arch in the back, palms should be facing out the entire rep, so don't turn them here, always out. It's gonna provide a really great isolation. Tuck the elbows down. Never pull the elbows up here. Elbows should always be down to the sides the entire rep. So right here, super simple, right to there. If you come up, means you're going too high up. Go for about 12 to 15 on this. We're gonna do a banded bench dip on this next one. So I've locked in the bands underneath the bottom of the bench. We're gonna come off here. The farther away your feet are from the bench, the more difficulty it's gonna be. So I'm gonna go pretty straight legs on these. Super big stretch, slow negative, come up, hold at the top, hold. Remember, always the impetus should be holding at the peak of your contraction. On a tricep bench dip, the peak is at the top of the rep. When you're straining the most, I've got the bands here, keeping the tension, slow on the negative, opening up the chest, pushing up, squeezing. Try to keep the chest as open as you possibly can on your bench dips to keep it out of the shoulders and into the triceps. Up and hold. Remember, slow cadence on the down and on the hold. I'm gonna go for about failure on these with the negatives and the holds, and I'm gonna speed them up for burnouts. So really push through failure. So I'm gonna speed them up. All right, guys, broom is back. We got our band on the high placement. I got a heavy band here. We're gonna do a seated skull crusher curl. So we'll let the band take us down. We're gonna come in. We're gonna go high placement. We're gonna lean back. We're gonna curl in and hold. Hold at the top of the rep and as slow as you can on the out. Big stretch, opening up the biceps completely at the top. Pull in and hold. Angle out a little bit and hold there. You should come right up into your forehead on these. So big stretch, lean back, and hold at the top of your rep. 4 to 5 count hold. Again, I'm gonna hit 5 or about 8 to 10 on the hold and then speed them up for the burnouts. So here's what the burnouts should look like. Just pushing past those multiple failure points. All right, we're gonna finish out with banded broom overhead. So same thing, I got the same heavy band. I'm gonna step out, stagger stance on these, so you got really good balance. We're gonna push out and hold. So you can see I've got a pretty good amount of resistance on this one. I got things falling over me. Out and hold. Keep those elbows nice and tight. Big stretch behind the head, really opening up the tricep to work. And then pushing out again and holding. I'm gonna go same thing, 10 holds, probably 10 to 15 burnouts right here. So I hope you guys love that workout. Let me know in the comments below if there's anything specifically you want me to hit. I've done most of the body parts now in my workout videos, but if there's something new you want to see or more of something else you want to see, just let me know in the comments. Be super helpful. Appreciate your support always. What is up, guys? Janicki back here with another workout. Today we're going to do a full cable shoulder workout, finishing out this series on the cables. I know you guys have liked it, so I hope you like this boulder shoulder workout. All right, first exercise we're going to do is a between the leg front raise for front delts. It's one of my favorites. Good starter. So what I do is I'm going to go between the legs. We're going to come here, nice solid base, arched back. We're going to raise up, squeeze, and then slow on the down. So you really want to focus on the control. I try to keep the hands apart because kind of pulling apart allows to hit some medial delts as well. So I kind of pull apart, up, good squeeze, super slow on the negative. Really good posture on these. Up, pause at the top. Don't try to go too high. If you hit yourself in the junk, you're probably going too high on these. So really control it. Big squeeze, slow on the down. I'm gonna go 10 with the negative and then 10 faster reps right here. 1, 2, that pre-exhaust and exhaust that I really like to do. Second exercise we're gonna do, one of my favorites, an iso leaning out lateral raise on the cables. You can do this with dumbbells as well. Cables, I like it a lot. What you're gonna do is, you're gonna come here, you're gonna lean out away from the cables, gonna drive up and hold here. Big squeeze, big stretch, breathe out, and squeeze. You can either pop this foot back for even more isolation, and squeeze on the down. Really focusing on kind of coming out and pushing out as far as you can, and then really focusing on the negative on these. You can pop them up fast, but really focus on going slow on the down, so it's really gonna build those medial delts. This next one, we're gonna be facing in towards the cables. We're gonna be hitting some crossover raises. So you're gonna grab left handle, right hand, and vice versa. So we go across, cross, over here, good posture. Crossover, right over left, up and hold. Wanna make sure you're even here, and slow on the down. Drive up, hold. Another variant you can do is up on the side, into the middle, down in the front. So up on the side, into the middle, and that'll hit both side delt and front delt, and a little bit of rear as well. So here, rotate, slow on the down. Next exercise we're gonna do is a rope high pull, like an upright row. This one's great for medial delt, rear delt, and traps. So what we're gonna do is gonna grab the rope, thumb up, We're gonna come here. We're actually gonna rotate the palms out. You see that? So we're gonna rotate out with the hands, lean back against it. Good controlled pull, hold, and slowing it down. You see how I didn't explode up on these? I loaded through the shoulders, load, pull slow, squeeze, just pulling the ropes, kind of aiming like those rubber pieces for your ears, keeping the elbows nice and high, and slowing it down. So up, hold, 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 slow on the negative. I'm gonna hit 10 like that with that super slow negative and then speed them up to failure. So once I speed them up, I'm just gonna go until I can't hit anymore. Okay, so the last one we're gonna do is a good full body. You gotta really balance on these. We're gonna go basically a double press with a static hold on the opposite hand. So we're gonna grab here. Really make sure you bring these up safely, guys. So I think I've got the wrong weight. Also make sure you have the right weight on there. So what I do is come out. I like to kind of go from a curl to a press. It's a nice, like, safe way to bring these up. Gonna come up with both, squeeze, and then we're gonna go a static hold with the opposite arm. You've got to balance through the whole body on these. Really good control. Drive up and squeeze. Good, slow, negative. Drive, squeeze, feel that medial delt, down. Always good control. Obviously I have my hands open, but you can close these. Get a little more squeeze, a little more control. I go alternating 10 to 12 reps each arm.